Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in San Diego. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, September 30th. You'll be interested to know, 139 years ago, today in 1882, Thomas Edison began operation of the first commercial hydroelectric power plant in Appleton, Wisconsin, a pioneering achievement in renewable electricity generation that illuminated factories and homes and heralded a new era of clean energy. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Tuesday at Tourmaline. This morning, it's looking clean with waves around 3 to 4 feet. Conditions will hold steady until midday, then drop slightly to 2 to 4 feet, with choppy surf as the wind picks up to onshore at 10 miles per hour. Expect those 3+ foot waves in the afternoon, with the wind staying onshore. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m., with the 3-foot incoming high tide, when the south-southwest swell is 3.5 feet at 11 seconds. And the onshore wind is 1 mile per hour. The first high tide on Tuesday will be 4.5 feet at 4:15 p.m., followed by a 4-foot high tide just after 7:30. The nearshore buoy at Mission Bay West reads 72 degrees for the water temperature. Expect solid surf with 4 to 5+ foot waves on Wednesday, offering clean conditions early and fair conditions later as winds pick up. Thursday sees similar sizes, but conditions remain fair with choppy waves in the afternoon. Friday brings a consistent 4 to 5 foot swell, with fair conditions early before choppy waves return later in the day. This morning, it's patchy drizzle, and it feels like 70 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 6:36, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:44. It looks like we're in for some patchy drizzle before 11 a.m., becoming partly sunny later, with a high near 74 and a gentle northwest breeze, gusting up to 20. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low around 62 and light northwest winds. Looking ahead in the weather, Wednesday will be partly sunny with a high near 76 and a northwest breeze of 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20. Patchy fog develops late Thursday night into early Friday, with overnight lows in the low 60s and highs in the mid-70s through Saturday. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the San Diego Padres announced on Sunday that they will host playoff watch parties in Gallagher Square at Petco Park for Wild Card and National League Division Series away games. While there will be no watch party for today's game against the Cubs in Chicago, fans can enjoy gatherings for Wednesday's Game 2 and Thursday's Game 3, if necessary, both starting at 12:08 p.m. San Diego time. If San Diego advances, they will face the Brewers in Milwaukee with Game 1 on October 4th. Admission to the watch parties is $5, with proceeds benefiting the Padres Foundation, and tickets can be purchased online at padres.com/watchparty. Children under 36 inches tall can attend for free, and parking will be available in multiple Padres-controlled lots. Now on to sports. College football's Week 6 odds feature Miami and Alabama favored in top 25 matchups. This week includes 2 significant games, with number 3 Miami facing number 18 Florida State, where Miami is favored by 4.5 points. In the Southeastern Conference, Alabama is favored by 10.5 points against Vanderbilt. Number 9 Texas is a 6.5-point favorite at 1-3 Florida. 8 teams from the Associated Press Top 25 are actually on bye this week. And last night on Monday Night Football, the Dolphins beat the Jets in Miami 27-21. Tua Tagovailoa was 17 for 25, with 177 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and no interceptions. Justin Fields was 20 for 27, with 266 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. For Game 2 of the doubleheader, the Broncos beat the Bengals in Denver 28-3. Bo Nix was 29 for 42, with 326 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and 1 interception. Jake Browning, in for the injured Burrow, was 14 for 25, with 125 yards passing, no touchdowns, and no interceptions. In local sports, welcome to playoff baseball, Padres fans. Today at noon on ABC, Nick Pivetta is on the bump to face Matthew Boyd and the Cubbies in Game 1 of this 3-game wild card playoff. This best-of-3 series will be played in Chicago. Winner of this series will go on to play the National League Division Series against the Brewers. In top news, the credit market is humming, and that has Wall Street on edge. Concerns mount that a frothy market is concealing signs of excess as sudden bankruptcies rattle investors. United States credit markets are running hot, maybe too hot. Investors are eagerly buying corporate debt, even though the rewards are lower than they have been in decades. The frothy mood has some on Wall Street worried that the market is priced for perfection and ripe for a fall. 2 sudden bankruptcies in the auto sector have triggered conversations among bond investors and analysts. So far, there is no sign of wider fallout, but challenges like persistent inflation and rising defaults in private credit are concerning. In business news, Amazon has agreed to pay $2.5 billion to settle claims it misled Prime customers into automatic enrollment and made cancellation difficult. The Federal Trade Commission announced the settlement during a trial over the lawsuit, which accused Amazon of using manipulative user interface designs. Amazon will provide up to $51 to eligible customers and pay a $1 billion civil penalty. The company must also simplify cancellation processes and create a website explaining the settlement. Despite the settlement, analysts believe Amazon Prime's benefits will continue to attract consumers. Amazon shares fell about 1% following the announcement. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 2% to about $114,000. Ethereum is up 0.5% to just under 4,200. And XRP is unchanged at $2.88. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. In a recent comparison of navigation apps, Waze and Apple Maps were put to the test over 800 miles of driving. Both apps provide valuable features, but Apple Maps emerged as the top choice overall. While Waze offers a fun selection of voices, its interface can be distracting due to nearby users shown on the map itself. Apple Maps, with a cleaner interface, includes options for walking and biking, and its explicit directions are a standout feature. Additionally, Apple Maps allows users to download offline maps, which is crucial for areas with poor cell service. Ultimately, for reliability and clarity, Apple Maps takes the win. And in entertainment news, Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter's production of Waiting for Godot is a stylish but shallow interpretation of Samuel Beckett's classic. While their onstage chemistry draws applause, the performance lacks depth and connection. Reeves portrays Estragon with a blend of childlike curiosity and weariness, while Winter's Vladimir feels stiffer and less skilled. The rush pacing hampers the dialogue's intended rhythm, overshadowing moments of silence that are essential to the play. Supporting characters, like Pozzo and Lucky, offer compelling mastery of Beckett's prose, adding intrigue to the production. However, the overall experience remains aesthetically pleasing yet hollow. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American philosopher and psychologist, William James. And he said, "The greatest discovery of any generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in San Diego.